Well, all parked up in Burton Bole, is it? Burton Bole, I think it is. Shatton moor. That's where I'm going. Well, hopefully going anyway. I assume I'm going up this lane. So yes, it looks like it's this lane. Well, I'm hoping it is anyway. Oh dear. There's not a lot of room down here if anything comes. Well, right, let me get further along and I'll bring you back. Sun's out anyway. Well, still going. Sun's out now. And it's quite warm as well. This is just a continuous uphill so far. I mean, I've come from right down there all the way up there to the T-junction. Turned obviously right. I don't know how much further I've got to go, but gets another one out of the way and it finishes this part of the Ethel map off. So I was hoping to do it last week when I did the other two, but the route I had for this was about 7 miles. That was too far for me after doing the other two as well. And then Chris gave me a different postcode. Well, a different 3 words to park. And I think it made it about 2.3 miles then, I think. But I can't remember if that was there and back or just there. I'll have a look next time I look at me OS map. I know I've got to stay on this trail for quite a bit, and it must be up there somewhere, surely. But what gorgeous views. I'm sure that's Sir William Hill over there, I'm sure it is. But the views are getting better now and getting higher. Looks like they've had a couple of little fires in there by the looks of that. So, I mean, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and then there's another one further up. Whew. Lucky they didn't spread. Oh dear. Right, I'll go a bit further up here and then check me map, because I'm sure I bear off left somewhere along this track, so I best have a look. Don't want to walk past it. Well, this seems to be around where I need to be. So that'll do me. The burton bole, shatton moor, is it? So yes, but a bit of a nightmare, because the farmer sent me a different way because of nesting birds. Not supposed to go in there between, I don't know, 20th of April and I can't remember. He did say when the other date was, but so I ended up going a bit further, but it kept me on the main path, I suppose, but where my OS map was taking me off the main path a lot earlier than before. I was about to go off when the farmer asked me what I was doing. So I told him, and he says, "Oh, you can't go through there, mate, you'll have to go further up that way." And then when you get to the second gate, I think he said it was, then I could go to the right. No, I wanted to go to the right, that was right. When he sent me the other way, I had to go left. So a bit further, but I mean, this is pretty much it. So that'll do me. Right, I shall speak to you in a minute. Right, I'm back down to where the farmer had me. Well, not had me, but you know what I mean. I came from that way. I wanted to go through that gate there to go up to the top of there. But he's put a lock on the gate, stopping you from going in. But there's a sign the other side telling you, because of nesting birds in that lot there. Well, shouldn't be all over the place, but whatever. So he sent me down there, so that stile there, go over that stile, follow it all the way around to that bend up there. You go round the bend, and then that's a public footpath. When you go round that bend, you can go left or right. If you go left on a different footpath, it takes you up the top of there, up to the top of the Ethel. But the route I'd got took me through that gate, along there, then up those tracks there, and then back across there. Oh, you know, whatever. It's like as I said to him, we've had a lot of fires, and apparently hasn't. You can see there, look, what they've done is gone up with a big mower on the back of a whatever and mowed certain sections out, and then set fire to certain sections what aren't growing very well. And apparently they'll grow they'll grow back again, but they should grow back better. That's why there's all these burnt patches everywhere, and those other ones I saw along this path in that lot. Well, there's some there, look, as well, look. So I don't know, but hey, that's another one done. That's me done for today now. That's 3, so I'm going back to the car, back home, rest my feet, and out tomorrow to do well, I'm doing 1 walk but 2 Ethels. It's not circular, it's just out to the first Ethel, out to the second Ethel, back past the first one and back home, well, back to the car again. Right, I've just about finished my water, so I'm going to shoot back to the car now, because like an idiot I've got a bottle in the car as well, with those electrolyte bloody things in, and I forgot to swap it over, because that bottle I've got in the bag is nearly empty, and I'm rather thirsty. So right, so that's what was it? It was burton bole, is it, something? Shatton moor. So right, I shall catch you when I'm a bit further back. I'll video again and show which way I came, in case I'm coming from different ways, or a different way to what other people do. I don't know, especially with there being a footpath from that way all the way to the top there and all the way across there somewhere. So, but I don't know, that's my route planning, innit? Right, that's the farmer. He's rebuilding walls apparently, and that's the, well, there's 2 farmers there. That's one of them is the landowner. He also owns oh bloody hell, what's it called, that Durham Edge. Now I've just spoken to him, and I think somebody on Facebook the other day, some woman, well, I say woman, you know, some lady I think it was, in the Ethel group, not the Ethel group, the other one, the Hills and Triggs and stuff, said that the farmer had her about it, because you're not allowed in that, well, you're not allowed in any particular place at the moment between the beginning of April and the end of June. Now he wasn't narky, and he basically said, did you get to your Ethel? And I said yes, thank you very much. And he said, I watched you. He said, I watched you walk all the way around to the right hand side, round the bend, then you disappeared for so long, and then he said, I saw you walk all the way across the top to that far corner there. And I showed him my map, because he's not very, he doesn't speak very well of the bloke who started this Ethel thing, because he started the Ethel thing up, this app, and basically not been in touch with any of the farmers. And well, you know, I did tell him that I've been on private land to 3 now, where the farmers have said yes, you can go, and that one Tissington Hill with the farmer's daughter. I've also done 2 where I didn't have permission. I didn't tell him that bit, obviously, but yeah, so his gripe is basically, well, that's what I was going to say anyway. Through there, and I come from this way down here, down from a little village area. A lot of people come from that way, I don't know. Anyway, back to the farmer up there. He like I say, he hasn't got a problem. Well, it's not private, so it doesn't matter. I mean, there's a public footpath that walks straight past the Ethel, which he said. But a lot of people take the shortcut straight up the front of the hill, sort of thing, which was the way I was going. And he says he hasn't got a problem with that, but he's got a problem with it at the moment because of the birds nesting. But apparently, by law, they're shut on weekdays. You cannot go in the fields at all, but you can at the weekend. And he says that's pointless. He says because Saturday and Sunday is still another day of the week. He said he said if we're going to shut them because of the nesting birds, they should be shut the whole week, not just 5 days. And it's technically open on the weekends when they get more people trampling and going out walking. But you know, he said he hadn't got a problem with these people. He says it's a thing of exercise. He just don't like how the Ethel app was set up, and he obviously don't like the people which are knocking the walls down. He says there's no need to knock the wall down. He says the walls aren't high. He said if you're gonna break the law and go over the wall, just climb over the wall. He says there's no need to knock it down. Which I suppose in one way is true, isn't it? But I don't know. Like I said, he hasn't got a problem with walkers as such. It's just he doesn't like them on his land between the beginning of April and the end of June. But I mean, that's his right, isn't it, I suppose. So, but he's on about, I don't know, because it's that private footpath up there, public footpath, sorry, up there, obviously is the National Trust thing, and he's on about getting in touch with them, and you know, basically saying he's not happy with it. They need to put more signs up, or put some signs up, because the signs what are actually up are the ones he's put up. So, well, from what he said. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that. But like I say, I did read there was a lady on the Facebook page said the same thing the farmer had her about it. I'm not sure if she had a dog or not, I can't remember. But anyway, but from the way he was talking and the way he said he'd spoken to somebody the other day, and well, he said the weekend, so I assumed it must be the same farmer, because I'm sure she said it was this area. Well, this Ethel, I'm sure she did. But right, anyway, that's me rambled on for God knows how long. But I shall well, just have a quick word when I obviously get back to the car, probably about another 10 minutes or so. So I shall speak to you in a bit. Right, back at the car. That's that one done. I've done a total of about, well, I don't know. First lot was just under 5. This was just over 4. So I've done over 9 miles today, and my feet are telling me I've done that as well. Yeah, a bit of a weird conversation with that farmer. But he also said his brother is the one that owns Durham Edge. And he says, obviously, he's peed off with people damaging their property to get to the Ethel, or to get to the trig point. But he also said, if you, he did say the name of the farm, and I can't remember the name of the farm now. But if you get the name of the farm, you can get his email address. And if you send his brother a email asking, can you go on the property on a certain day to go to the trig point, he hasn't got a problem with it. He has at the moment because of the same situation, nesting birds. So I don't know if that's any help to anybody who wants to do this Durham Edge, but according to that farmer, who's his brother, he says his brother hasn't got a problem with people going on there as long as they ask him first. And the best way is to email. But he says you can find the farm on the internet or whatever. Something to do, you know, because of the gliding place or whatever. And on the Google website, you know, the Google page thing or whatever it is, there's supposed to be an email to the farm. Or go to the farm. But obviously you don't know if he's going to be in because he's a farmer, he could be out. But, so yeah. So anyway, that's another one done. I'm going home now, so oh dear, and rest my feet, because I'm back out again tomorrow, and that one's quite a longish one as well. So right, have fun people, catch you on the next one. Bye bye.